What if Cristiano Ronaldo, the global football icon whose journey from the streets of Madeira to the stadiums of Madrid, Manchester, Turin, and Riyadh had already captured the hearts of billions, decided not just to score goals, but to stand for a cause that echoed beyond the boundaries of sport, a cause rooted in decades of displacement, struggle, and resistance. So he stood, boldly, unmistakably, with the people of Palestine, donning the keffiyeh in a viral pre-match photo, sharing a single tearful image of a war-torn Gaza child holding a football with his name on it, breaking his usual silence with the caption, "No child should suffer for politics." And with that, the world turned its head. Reporters flooded newsrooms. Social media exploded with hashtags Ronaldo for Palestine and Justice with CR7, as millions of fans, Muslims, Christians, Jews, and atheists, reposted his words not out of political loyalty, but out of raw humanity, while stadiums across Europe, the Middle East, and South America echoed with Palestinian flags, pro-peace chants, and choreographed tifos showing Ronaldo standing arm-in-arm with Palestinian children. And despite immediate backlash from major sponsors, high-level meetings within FIFA and UEFA debating whether his actions breached neutrality rules, Ronaldo stood unfazed, granting an interview not with traditional sports media, but with an independent humanitarian outlet, where he talked not politics, but pain. Pain he saw in videos of families digging through rubble, in the eyes of children living in tents, in the fear of a boy who just wanted to grow up and play football in peace. While celebrities who had once stayed silent began cautiously speaking out, inspired by his courage and his fellow footballers, from Mo Salah to Achraf Hakimi, from Pogba to Benzema, publicly or subtly followed suit, creating a movement that reached locker rooms, campuses, and corners of the internet where politics once clashed with sport, while Israeli officials condemned his statements and human rights organizations praised them, and in Portugal, his homeland, a national debate erupted between those who feared global backlash and those who felt national pride in their hero showing humanity, while children in refugee camps made makeshift balls with Ronaldo's name written in charcoal, their drawings depicting him as a superhero flying over the Dome of the Rock. And though Ronaldo never called for violence or hate, his simple, firm stance for justice redefined what athletes could be. Not just entertainers, but voices of change. And the football world changed with him. Clubs released statements, leagues held moments of silence, youth academies initiated awareness days, and even mainstream broadcasters began including historical context in news reports once limited to casualty counts. And as Ronaldo scored a stunning goal in a Champions League match, he raised his hands not in celebration, but in silent prayer, the crowd erupting not just for the strike, but for the stand. And as the seasons went on, his legacy transformed. Not just the top scorer of all time, not just the GOAT, but the man who risked comfort, contracts, and corporate favor to say, "Justice matters." And in doing so, he inspired a new generation of athletes, from tennis courts to basketball arenas, to speak for the voiceless, proving that the beautiful game is not just about goals, but about soul, not just glory, but guts. And so history wrote a new chapter, not just of resistance and struggle, but of unlikely alliances and brave hearts. And in that chapter, etched in gold beside moments of brilliance, stood the name of Cristiano Ronaldo, the footballer who stood for Palestine and changed the world.